Once upon a time, there was a young lady named Adora. Adora came from a poor family and was known for being gentle and kind. Every morning, she woke up very early to help her mother cook. Her mother sold food at the market to support the family. After cooking, Adora helped her mother carry the food in wheelbarrow to the market. At the market, Adora helped her mother set up the stall, arranging the food neatly and calling out to customers. To help her family even more, Adora did small jobs around the village to earn extra money. Despite the hard work, Adora always had a smile on her face and was loved by everyone in the village. Children loved to play with her, and elders admired her for her hard work and good heart. Adora dreamed of a better future, but she remained devoted to her small jobs. One day, a wealthy man came to Adora's hut. He told her his name was Chima. Adora politely asked him why he had come. Chima said that some time ago, he told his friend that he was looking for a wife, and his friend told him about Adora. Since then, Chima had been watching her secretly. Adora felt a bit uncomfortable knowing she had been followed and watched. Chima noticed her discomfort and quickly apologized. He explained that he wanted to know what kind of lady she was, and from what he had seen, he liked her very much and wanted her to be his wife. Adora was surprised by this. She had not expected a wealthy man to come to her humble home with such a proposal. Chima told her that he admired her hard work, kindness, and gentle spirit. He said he believed she would make a wonderful wife and that he would take good care of her. Adora asked Chima for some time to think about his proposal. She wanted to talk to her parents and consider their feelings. Chima agreed and left, promising to return soon for her answer. 1 week later, Chima came back for Adora's answer. Adora told him yes, that she would be his wife. 2 weeks after that, Chima and Adora got married. It was a very big wedding in the village. There was plenty of food and drink. Chima was a man of influence, known for his wealth. Adora felt very lucky to be married to him. She had always dreamt of a better life, and now that dream had become her reality. However, 1 week after their marriage, Adora faced a different reality. Chima had a really bad temper. He got angry at very small things. When he was angry, he would hit Adora and say hurtful words that made her very sad. His words cut deep into Adora's heart. Adora was always sad, but she kept quiet about her pain. She didn't tell anyone about the bruises and the hurtful words. She didn't want to worry her family and friends. Adora had a friend named Nkem, who often visited her. Whenever Nkem visited, she noticed that Adora's face was sometimes swollen. When Nkem asked what had happened, Adora would force a smile and say that an insect bit her or she was reacting to something she ate. One evening, Nkem visited and noticed Adora's face was swollen again. As usual, Adora told her lies when she asked about it. But this time, Nkem looked at her suspiciously. She could see the sadness and fear in Adora's eyes. Nkem was worried and asked Adora if her husband was hitting her. Adora quickly said no. Just then, Chima came home from work. Adora immediately stood up to welcome him and said she would quickly serve his meal. Nkem stood up too and told Adora that she would leave. Before Nkem left, Chima noticed her frowning at him and felt that Adora must have said bad things about him. That evening, he beat Adora mercilessly. He warned her never to let Nkem into his home again. Adora was scared and hurt. She didn't know what to do or who to turn to for help. Chima was a very powerful man, and she felt no one could fight him for her. She didn't want to tell her parents because she felt that telling them would only make them worried. She thought because her parents were not wealthy, they would not be able to stand up for her. Adora felt trapped and alone. Every day, she lived in fear of Chima's anger. She tried to do everything perfectly to avoid his temper, but it never seemed to be enough. Adora longed for a way out, but felt hopeless because of Chima's influence and power in the village. She cried in silence, hoping that someone would notice her pain and help her escape this nightmare. As days went by, Chima's bad temper grew worse. Adora became scared of speaking because she didn't want to say anything that would make him angry. She always tried to be careful, but it never seemed to be enough. One morning, Nkem visited Adora. Adora told her that Chima would not be happy to see her if he returned home. Nkem noticed that Adora had bruises on her face and her face was swollen. Nkem became very angry when she saw this. She told Adora that she would teach her husband a lesson and left quickly. Adora was worried about what Nkem might do, but she was too scared to stop her. Deep down, she felt a little hope that maybe someone would finally help her. Nkem went to Adora's home and begged her parents to come with her. She told them Adora was waiting for them at a certain place. Adora's parents asked why Adora did not come to see them, but Nkem said Adora had a leg pain. Worried, her parents quickly followed Nkem to see their daughter. When they got to the place, there was no sight of Adora. They asked Nkem where Adora was, and Nkem told them to wait, while she quickly went to call her. Nkem hurried to Adora's hut and pleaded with her to come see something quickly. Adora wanted to say no, but Nkem kept pleading, so Adora agreed. Adora followed Nkem, and after a short walk, she saw her parents. Shocked, she tried to hide her face, but Nkem told Adora's parents that Chima had been beating Adora. Her parents saw the bruises and her swollen face and were shocked. Her father got very angry and told Adora to follow him home. Adora was scared of what her husband might do if he found out, so she tried to refuse. But seeing how angry her father was, she followed them home. When Chima returned and did not see Adora, he got angry that she stayed outside late. He waited for her, and when she didn't come, he had a feeling that she left. First thing the following morning, he went to her parents' hut. Adora's angry father came out and threw a few cowries at him. He told Chima that he was returning Adora's bride price and that he should take it and leave his house. Chima took the money and left, never to come back. Adora thanked Nkem for saving her. She learned the importance of speaking out and not being afraid of people who appeared powerful. Yes, Chima was influential, but he certainly had a weakness because he was human. and every human had a weakness. She felt that if she was as courageous as Nkem, Chima would not have maltreated her the way he did because she would courageously stand up for herself and he would accord her the respect she deserved. She also learned that being a good person does not mean you would not meet bad people. But when you find yourself in such situation, you either leave for your sanity or stay with them. But if you must stay, you must learn how to face them courageously because you cannot be a dove in the midst of lions. You must learn when to become a dove and when to become a lion.